Welcome to Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Kicking off with Extreme Rules, we have the Cheers match between Seth Rollins and Austin Theory. These two for over a month have been going at each other. But in recent weeks, Austin Theory has utilised the chair, especially last week on SmackDown. Well, a couple of days ago on SmackDown, sorry. Where he attacks you. And Seth Rollins, after Seth called out Austin Theory to the ring, and then he got attacked from behind by Austin Theory with a steel chair. And due to the antics, he's still been putting in the chairs match tonight. And Austin Theory was a guest on Corey Graves' podcast recently, a couple of days ago. And he was asked why he's been going after Seth Rollins. Why he interrupted Seth Rollins all those weeks ago after Money in the Bank. Let's get Austin Theory out here and I'll continue explaining what he said. Now, Austin Theory said that Seth Rollins was once the future of the WWE, but he is now the past, and Austin Theory is the future, and Seth needs to move out of the way. If he doesn't move out of the way, Austin Theory is going to move him out of the way, and Austin Theory does pick up a hold of victory over Seth Rollins at Backlash pay-per-view. Austin Theory pinned Seth Rollins, and that has been in the mind of Seth Rollins ever since, being beaten by someone that he says is nowhere near his level. Let's get this match underway and see how this match is going to be brutal. You can already tell this match is personal. Both of these two don't like each other. Let's get this one underway. No crutch, let me burn it down here. Both men are not focused. So I mean, these two just don't like each other. Austin Theory not wasting any time. Seth trying to play some mind games there. It's not working on Austin Theory. Because Austin Theory, like, there's no point playing mind games with Austin Theory as Austin Theory launches Rollins starts out of the ring. We're gonna get some extreme action straight away here. You can see back to the old branding of Extreme Rules, the black and red, with still the green and purple overlays and stuff like that. We just mixed them both together for the old school feel. Austin Theory now on the outside. What's he thinking? A TKO. And our Theory going underneath the ring. As you can see, a bunch of steel chairs. The only weapons legal to use in this match are steel chairs. But for these men, it's very poetic. It's a steel chairs match with Seth Rollins. As I mentioned a while ago. As I mentioned a couple of years ago, well, quite a long while ago now, Seth Rollins took a chair to the back of Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns and he broke up the Shield. And joined Triple H as part of the Authority. But then a couple of years later, Dean Ambrose took out the Shield with a steel chair, wiping out Seth Rollins. It's quite poetic. And tonight Seth Rollins gets to utilise the weapon he's made. I've got to say it's made quite of an impact within WWE. Quite a few of his moments. So one of his biggest moments with the steel chair, Seth Rollins returns to Stenders, launching him into the steel ring post. And Rollins now looking for a chair of his own. Crouching it, we want tables. We want to get tables in this match unless one of them utilises the announce table. Quite clearly not too happy they're not going to get any tables in this match. Well, that's the rules. There's an Inzaguri now, Seth. As for another chair, Seth has clearly got something planned here. Two chairs are already in the ring, one put in there by Austin Theory, and one now by Seth Rollins. As Rollins now launches himself to the outside, but Austin Theory with enough of a gap there. And has pulled back just enough. So Seth did not hit with that crossbody. I think Seth might have missed just the distance a little bit. And now Theory to slightly utilise these tables. Misses the huge right hand there. Seth gets a back elbow. Seth looking for that spinning forearm. Austin Theory with a drop kick instead. And Theory now shooting star press. Gotta say, Theory picks up another victory over Seth Rollins. That will do wonders for his career. Over on SmackDown, he will rise up the ranks quite quickly if he can beat Seth Rollins here tonight and pick up 2 victories over Seth freaking Rollins. And Austin Theory just a little bit of disrespect to it, just stomping Rollins' face into the mat. And Austin Theory going to the side that I'm looking for more steel chairs. And he's found them. Clearly both of these have a similar idea, stacking up the chairs in the ring. And Seth, there's his experience. Saw an opportunity there. Austin Theory turns around and runs, well, not runs into him, but gets caught. Over a leg drop across the top, across the ropes, and Rollins now frog splash. Is this going to be it? 1, 2. Rollins cancelling the pinfall here. So Dolph Ziggler did a similar thing up against Robert Roode on SmackDown, which was an incredible Extreme Rules match, which saw quite a brutal ending to the match. But as I was mentioning, Dolph Ziggler had the match won at one point. He had the 3 count. And Dolph Ziggler did exactly what Seth Rollins just did. Cancelled the pin and lost. Granted, it was because Robert Roode hit a glorious DDT onto a ladder, busted him open and knocking him out cold. Dolph Ziggler was out cold after the match and was taken to Heroes Hospital to get checked over, and he's all fine. Suffered a brutal cut and being knocked out, as I mentioned. A drop kick there by Austin Theory. Now Austin Theory to the top rope. We don't see him up there. Often he looks for an elbow drop, but Seth was just lying in wait. Now Seth launches Theory into the corner. Seth now. So just driving Theory's face into the turnbuckle. Got quite a few big matches later tonight. We've got AJ Styles defending his WWE title up against Samoa Joe. Got Dominik Mysterio versus Dexter Lumis in a match that Rey Mysterio has said recently that he's not happy Dominik's going to be in. He's tried to talk Dominik out of the match because Dexter Lumis has been attacking Dominik over the past couple of weeks. We're not sure why. We still don't know why Dexter Lumis has made Dominik Mysterio his target. Maybe Dominik was just in the wrong place, wrong time. There's Austin Theory now. A huge clothesline there. Seth Rollins now turns it around. Throws Theory into the corner. Always Theory to the top here. And Seth now. Is Seth thinking what I think he's thinking. Superplex all onto the steel chairs, and now a Falcon Arrow into the pin. 1, 2. Austin Theory out. But what a superplex that was. Austin Theory's got to be in a bad situation after landing on all their steel chairs. Theory now launched into the corner. Now Rollins driving in face first, busted him open. Now Seth Rollins launches him into the other corner and is running in with some kicks right to the chest. But Austin Theory kick to the face, sorry. If I can get my words out of it, a super kick. But Austin Theory, but Seth doesn't go down, follows it up with a wrestling takedown. Some more disrespect here. That's a slap to the back of the head of Seth Rollins. That ain't wise to disrespect Seth Rollins. Especially this Seth Rollins. The Seth Rollins more unhinged than ever before. And that shit just got flung all the way across the ring. Very dangerous environment this ring is right now, with all these chairs. Seth Rollins now, Austin Theory sends Rollins, and now a blockbuster on the chairs. Now Seth, what's Austin Theory think? Austin Theory maybe thinking A-Town down. Austin Theory A-Town down into the pin. 1, 2. But Seth gets his shoulder up at 2 3/4. Seth Rollins now launching into the corner. Austin Theory looking to go to the top rope himself here, and Austin Theory just launches Seth to the outside. Austin Theory's got something in mind here. I don't think it's not a good thing for Seth Rollins, whatever Austin Theory's thinking. He stacked those chairs quite brilliantly, you gotta say. Or the referee ruined the stack, though. I'm going to say stackment there, mixed between stack and placement. Austin Theory is looking for a bit more damage on the outside first, it seems like, and launches him again into the steel post. I think he might be looking to bust open Rollins here. Rollins blocks the punch there. Now Rollins just launching Theory into the steel post. So Rollins is thinking about something there. Theory, a crossface on the outside though. Seth just looking to lock in a submission here. Look at the pain Austin Theory's in. Look at the pain. And Seth Rollins releases the hold, as obviously he can't win on the outside in this match. As looking to inflict some damage on Austin Theory. Quite smart there by Seth, you got to say. Seth Rollins now is known as the architect. He might be looking to build his victory here, but Austin Theory getting out here. Austin Theory kick to the midsection. And now, what's he looking for? A superplex, not a superplex, a suplex maybe. No, Seth Rollins clothesline instead there. And now Rollins super kick to the back of the head. See Seth Rollins utilised that in matches recently. In matches he's been in, sorry. A double super kick to set up the ending. I think that's what Rollins looking for here. Rollins taking Austin Theory all the way around the ring here. Send him in on this side. In fact, he runs him into the ring first. But now, Austin Theory launched into the ring. Seth Rollins, maybe thinking springboard knee. Seth Rollins, Austin Theory gets out of the way here, and Austin Theory now kick to the midsection. We saw this last week on SmackDown. If he hits this, it could be over. A taxi on top of all the chairs. 1, 2, 3. And Austin Theory gets a second victory over Seth Rollins. Gotta say, fair play to Austin Theory, because that was smart. Look at this here. Blockbuster, just about on the chairs. He got hit with a superplex on top of the chairs earlier in the match. 8-time down there, almost got the job done. But Seth just took too long to get Austin Theory in the ring, I think. Austin Theory just biding his time, gets in the ring after this here. The amount of time it took Seth to get him back in the ring, he dodged the knee, lined up the ataxia, and hit it. And Austin Theory is victorious to open up Extreme Rules. What a match we just saw. Quickly cut back to the ring, Jon Moxley has just appeared out of nowhere, and Seth Rollins looks like he's seen a ghost here. These two just exchanging words here. As you can see, the chair's still in the ring after the match we just saw. And Seth now, what are these two talking about? And Jon Moxley with a chair shot right to the head of Seth Rollins after the ataxia he just suffered on top of those chairs. Jon Moxley now, what is Moxley thinking? Moxley calling. Said to his feet, clearly fired up here. Moxley is saying, is this what Seth Rollins has become, maybe? And what strong fighting words there from Moxley to Seth Rollins as he delivers dirty deeds. I don't think Moxley's done there. I think Moxley's just sizing up Rollins there. He's trying to bow Seth Rollins into, just draw him in here. Just a couple of punches here. Rollins is dazed. Here, Rollins clearly not doing too well. Rollins forcing a bait, a kick to the midsection now. Paradigm shift. On top of the steel chairs, and Moxley has returned in a big way. And again, more fighting words there from Moxley to Seth Rollins. And Moxley, Moxley is not done here. Moxley looking for dirty deeds on the chair. On the chairs, sorry. And well, what a start to Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Did not foresee Jon Moxley appearing. And now Moxley leaves, and let's go on with the rest of the show. Oh, here we go with the Raw Tag Team title match after that rather shocking start to Extreme Rules with a match between Seth Rollins and Austin Theory. And then Jon Moxley appearing out of nowhere with a steel, grabbing a steel chair and getting in the ring and hitting the paradigm shift and 2 dirty deeds to Seth Rollins. But let's get the Raw Tag Team Champions out here as they take on a New Day in this title match. Let's get Randy Orton and Riddle out here. what a show we've seen so far in New York City. And we've only seen one match. That's the most insane part. We've only seen one match. Of all the matches we've got here tonight, we've only seen one. As Matt Riddle makes his way out here first. Part of Arcade Bro. Randy Orton gives Riddle his entrance on his own for him to bask in the crowd. And let's get his tag team partner Randy Orton out here and get this match underway. And here comes the Viper, Randy Orton, a man who has been one of the MVPs in WWE. These two have been an incredible tag team ever since they formed together. They've held these titles ever since Money in the Bank. I don't think they're going to lose here tonight to New Day either. Just the synergy between Randy Orton and Riddle right now is too much. It is like if it wasn't Kofi Kingston though, so it might be really hard for them to defend against. Let's get this match underway. Obviously this match is for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Let's get into this one. It is a normal tag team match, no extreme rules, just a simple tag team. Actually, Xavier Woods then Matt Riddle starting the match off here, and Xavier Woods just talking to the referee there. Maybe he's a fan of up, down, down. There's a brilliant super kick there after dodging the kick. This match is going to be 100 million miles an hour. A New Day looking to climb back to the top of the mountain here in WWE. Then looking for some tag team offenses. Kofi Kingston's in now. Kofi Kingston kick. Now a clothesline. Now Kofi for an elbow drop. And it's Xavier Woods with an elbow drop. And Matt Riddle pushes away Kofi with Kofi going for whatever he's looking for there. And again, another insecurity as Matt Riddle can't get it with that roundhouse kick. Matt Riddle now. Kofi pulling it back. Kofi though. Caught in now Matt Riddle. Not sure what Matt Riddle did there, but clearly threw Kofi Kingston off his game there. There's another sent on after the combination. First time we've seen a New Day in action, I believe. As in, like, in a title match now. Double super kick. Randy Orton putting out a super kick there with Matt Riddle. It's impressive. And now Randy Orton elbow drop. Obviously Kofi and Orton have history. It goes back a couple of years. And a couple of years ago when he's defeated over the WWE title. Where that feud restarted, and clearly Kofi still got some bad blood in there about that. If you know about it, then you understand why Kofi launched to the outside. Now Orton. It's a little bit of a mind games. To Kofi, to Xavier Woods, sorry. And now Orton goes to the outside, and Kofi dodges there, but Kofi can't dodge that one. Kofi now lighting up Orton with some strikes again, and Orton goes back first into like Kofi. Trouble in Paradise, but it's on the outside of the ring. Kofi needs to get Randy into the ring. This match could be over. Trouble in Paradise there after Orton hit his head on the back. Oh, the ring post. We're in a couple of minutes into this match. It's going to be over right now. Randy Orton kicks out at 2 3/4. And we're still going in this one. You can see Xavier Woods made his way into the ring there. And now Kofi looking for a crossbody. But Orton gets out of the way there. Now Orton looking to tag back in Riddle. Now Riddle to the second rope. Riddle looking for an axe handle to the arm. Now a chop block. That was sent on. Would have seen the striking ability of Matt Riddle right now. And it's just a huge kick to the back. Kofi needs to make a tag here. He's not in a good way. Kofi now dodges that roundhouse kick again and fires back with some kicks of his own. Now looking for a punch in the corner. Matt Riddle out with a Superman punch. And Matt Riddle. Or Superman forearm there actually, sorry. Kofi now. Riddle out the way, and Riddle with a huge kick, and now a huge knee. Kinshasa like there. 1, 2. And Kofi able to kick out. Channeling in his inner Shinsuke Nakamura with a Kinshasa. Kofi now Riddle picking up Kofi, and Riddle caught her back elbow there. Kofi now with a calf kick. Kofi now off the ropes. Looks for a knee drop. I thought he's going to be looking for the boom drop there. Now it softens him up. Was he looking for the leg drop now? Here he goes. A boom drop delivered by Kofi Kingston. This match has been, as I mentioned at the start, a million miles an hour. Now Kofi tags in Matt Riddle. Tags in Xavier Woods, sorry, Kofi. Looking for midnight hour. A New Day connected that. Is that going to be it? Is that it for the tag reign of Matt Riddle and Randy Orton? But Matt Riddle kicks out at 2 3/4 and Xavier Woods. Don't think I can quite believe what just happened. Xavier Woods now with an elbow drop. Now Woods to the top rope. Woods now looking for a splash, but Riddle gets the knees up. Riddle gets the knees up. Riddle needs to get Orton in here. But Riddle, RKO! Tags in Orton. That's an RKO Randy Orton will be proud of. Randy Orton now launches at Xavier Woods into the corner. Now Randy Orton, they're going to tap back in Riddle. They're going to look for tandem super kicks again. No, some tag team offense though. Back and forth here. Xavier Woods saw it coming though, and a huge boot. Xavier Woods now getting Kofi Kingston back into the match. Kofi now runs it in, floats over. DDT. I think he just busted open Matt Riddle. Yes, he has. Matt Riddle is a tough guy, so Matt Riddle will be able to take that and continue going in this match. Matt Riddle now with a hip toss, and now in with a huge kick to the back, and now pushing Xavier Woods off the ropes. Not sure that's exactly what he wanted, but Kofi looking for Trouble in Paradise, connects. Kofi with a second time tonight. Trouble in Paradise, is that it? Randy Orton getting in the ring. Is he going to break up the pinfall? Yes, he is. Orton now caught with an enziguri to the back of the head. Riddle though. Riddle looking for a knee strike, doesn't connect. Riddle now, what's he thinking? Riddle, fisherman, driver. Riddle turns his attention to Xavier Woods, knocks him off the ring. Matt Riddle might be thinking about ending this one here. Matt Riddle now driving a forearm into the face of Kofi. Kofi over again, drops him with a Bro Derek. Now looks for Orton, but Orton is not there, so he's going to look to end it himself. 1, 2, 3. And Matt Riddle clearly the MVP of that match today. Randy Orton has won the tag battles in the past against the Street Profits with catching Montez Ford with an RKO. But Midnight Hour delivered third. The New Day almost won on several occasions, but in the end, Matt Riddle wiped out Xavier Woods, knocked into the outside. You can see Midnight Hour delivered here by Xavier Woods. Almost got the match won. But in the end, Matt Riddle kicks out. 1, 2. There he does a kick out. And an RKO here. Tagged in Orton, which Orton then got back in Matt Riddle. So Orton clearly wanted Riddle to get the job done in this match, and Riddle did. Riddle clearly proving himself more and more to the Viper as he's to retain. He's got on with the rest of the show. Continue Extreme Rules in New York City with a match that I think Dominik is stupid to have. He's challenged Dexter Lumis tonight to an Extreme Rules match. Obviously Dexter Lumis has been attacking Dominik of previous weeks, and Dominik has told Ray to stay in their back no matter what happens, which again I think is another stupid decision by Dominik. Dominik is not ready for a match against Dexter Lumis, an Extreme Rules match as well. Let's get Dexter Lumis out and get this match underway. And here comes Dexter Lumis. First time we're going to see him in ring action. We've seen him appear in a random video that was obviously the attack. As you can see, around the black hood he's been wearing in previous weeks, and Dexter Lumis looks menacing and ready. We still don't know why he's been attacking Dominik. We don't know why Dominik's his target, but let's get this match underway and see if Dominik can prove to everyone why he wants this match, or if Dexter Lumis is going to get what he wants out of this. So I'd like crowd here in New York City. Dominik and Dexter both ready for this one. And Dexter Lumis, what is he doing? Dexter Lumis has just grabbed the steel chair. Dominik wary, and Dexter Lumis has just dropped the steel chair in front of Dominik. Because Dexter Lumis is a strange character. Dexter's telling Dominik to hit him. Is this what Dexter wants Dominik to lean into, or vicious side of himself? Dominik throwing the chair down, and Dexter Lumis does not look too happy about that, and just a huge clothesline. Now Dexter grabs the chair. It's unloading Dominik here. Don't forget Ray's watching this match. Ray's got a match later tonight, defending his US title against Kyle O'Reilly, and Ray's got to watch this match whilst preparing for that match. Dexter Lumis has just grabbed the stop sign. Where's he stole that from? Someone check New York. Someone check the streets of New York. Somewhere they missed a stop sign. Dexter slams it across the head of Dominik Mysterio and just look toward the referee there, and again Dominik, just stay down. Stay down, Dominik. Why is Dominik getting up? This is the Mysterio spirit. To never give up. But Dominik, so it's in his best interest to just stay down and allow Dominik and Dexter Lumis to end this match. Dexter now just some well-placed strikes and runs him with a huge boot. Dexter Lumis now, what's he thinking? We no idea what Dexter Lumis is ever thinking, to be honest. We've sort of already seen in this match how much of a strange individual he is with that, whatever he was doing at the start of it. After he gave Dominik the chair, now Dexter Lumis. Dominik is out of it here. Now Dexter driving him face first into that stop sign. Now again with that leg drop, and now moving the table from underneath Dominik. In fact, Dexter, I think, has changed his mind. So what he wants to do. Dexter Lumis. I mean, it looks impressive in the ring, don't get me wrong. He's going back, getting his first matchup all the wrong way. Dominik finally stops him, and Dominik looks like he's going to utilise it, but Dexter Lumis just hit the referee with a stop sign. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but knowing Dexter Lumis, it probably was. But the referee getting up, and Dominik might have just been busted open. And Dexter Lumis, I just set that table on fire. Ray needs to get out here. I know Dominik told him to stay behind and let Dominik do this on his own, but Ray needs to come down here. Dominik is not in a good way right now. Dominik needs Ray to save him. Dominik may not like it, but that's exactly what Dominik needs, is Dexter again. He slams that across his head. And just look at that blood pouring from the face of Dominik. Dominik might be out of it here. This referee. Dominik just getting his face slammed into the flaming table. Dominik's face just went face first into the flames. Dexter Lumis clearly does not care about the well-being of Dominik Mysterio right now. And again, Dexter Lumis now. Don't do this, Dexter. Do not do this. Don't do this to Dominik. Dexter powerbomb through the flaming table, and Dexter Lumis saying it's over. I think it is. Dexter now into the submission, and Dominik fades. Ray stay backstage. Dexter, I think, will leave Dominik alone now. I hope so. We can't show, clearly not going to show the rest of the highlights. It was just, don't even know if we can call that really a match. That was as one-sided as a beatdown as we're ever going to see. And Dexter Lumis picks up the victory here. And what's next for this man? Well, after that beatdown, we're going to our next match, which is a Kendo Stick match between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. If you've followed this so far, you'll know that Rhea Ripley lost that Money in the Bank for this title against Charlotte. That's why Charlotte has not been so happy that she's going to have to take on Rhea Ripley again, and she doesn't believe Rhea Ripley is on her level. But Rhea tonight is looking to prove why she is. A new hair dye and a new attitude maybe for Rhea Ripley. Let's get Charlotte out here, get this Kendo Stick match underway. You wonder why this is a Kendo Stick match. In recent weeks I've been, well, a couple of weeks ago Charlotte attacked Rhea Ripley with a Kendo Stick over and over again, and Rhea Ripley, when this match was set up, asked for it to be a Kendo Stick match so she can return the favour. Just get back at Charlotte Flair, I guess you could say. She did last week when she attacked, when a brawl backstage spilled out to the arena, which we only caught the ending of it with Rhea Ripley hitting the Riptide, on the concrete. But let's get this match underway for the Raw Women's Championship. Crowd behind Rhea here tonight, and as you can see, that's what they're fighting for, the Raw Women's Championship. Let's get this match underway. Well, here we go, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair for the title, and Rhea with a end to go there, but Charlotte does not fall down. Charlotte looking for a chop there and a kick there, missed. Both women utilising the range between them there. Also, this is a Kendo Stick match, as I mentioned, during the entrance of the super kick there by Rhea Ripley. Rhea looking to do one of the wrongs that she shown at Money in the Bank when she lost to Charlotte, and pick up a victory here tonight. There's a stunner delivered there by Charlotte, and now Charlotte a flow over DDT. As I mentioned during the entrance, Kendo Stick's the only weapon you're allowed to use in this match. Crowded again, wanting tables. Clearly they didn't get enough after Dexter Lumis put Dominik for a flaming table in that last so-called match. But Charlotte now, not a Kendo Stick shot, to the head, and Charlotte gets back up. Charlotte just slaps Rhea Ripley, and now chop after chop after chop up Rhea. Fires one back, a kick and another kick, and now to the midsection, now another super kick. And now Rhea with the Kendo Stick snaps it over the body of Charlotte Flair. We're again looking for another Kendo Stick here. Now Rhea firing shots down, and now Rhea comes flying in with a clothesline. Rhea clearly with a new attitude I mentioned during the entrance, looking for a clothesline possibility there, but Charlotte stops her, chop there, and then looking for a slap, but she doesn't get it, and now just some knees to the midsection. Charlotte now, Rhea Ripley's getting up there, thinking for another Kendo Stick. Charlotte gets back into the ring. Rhea Ripley following here. I'm not sure how wise that was. I should tell you that Rhea Ripley did suffer bruised ribs from the attack the other week by Charlotte Flair with the Kendo Sticks. Now Charlotte Flair utilising the other Kendo Stick, and now going after the leg here, and that's smart. Now Charlotte looking for the figure eight. Is this going to be enough? A couple of Kendo Stick shots to the leg would have done the damage. Well, she's done enough to get this match done here. The pain that Rhea Ripley's going to be in right now after those Kendo Stick shots, it's unbearable. But is Rhea going to be able to bear it and get out of this one? Looks like she's just removing the foot now. Moving the foot, and now a punch right to the face of Charlotte Flair. Charlotte now a kick to the midsection, and now just a straight shot back down. And now Charlotte is back up in the ring, but Rhea Ripley looking for another Kendo Stick. And Charlotte's telling Rhea to get back into the ring, and she does so. And Rhea baited in, and Charlotte, look at the cockiness she's showing right now, just strutting back and forth in this room with this Kendo Stick. And now a shot to the back, and now If I wanted a head, but Rhea turns it around. And now Rhea Ripley, waiting for Charlotte Flair to get up maybe. Rhea Ripley, right to the midsection, that was a vicious shot. And it goes into the midsection herself here. Now Rhea Ripley, looking to win the Raw Women's Championship here. Got Charlotte on the top rope. Charlotte though kick to the midsection. Or kick to the shoulder, sorry. And now a float over DDT. And now Rhea opens the channel. A bit of Ric Flair with a knee drop. Now Charlotte with another knee drop. And Charlotte is exuding confidence right now in this match. Not sure how wise this is though. Charlotte now. A slap. And then a chop. Charlotte thinking natural selection maybe. Hits natural selection. Is that going to be it? Is Rhea Ripley done for? Is Rhea Ripley going to be able to kick out here? Rhea Ripley just about gets the shoulder up. And now Charlotte. Charlotte thinking. Moonsault, but Rhea gets out of the way. Rhea out of the way. Just about. Rhea now. Drops Charlotte. With a huge slam there. Now Charlotte. Rhea Ripley, just a huge kick. A huge combination there. And now Rhea Ripley. Looking for Riptide. Is that going to be it? 1, 2. Charlotte somehow gets the shoulder up. Rhea was so close to winning the title. Crowd clearly enjoying this one. Hope you lot are enjoying it at home as well. I'm enjoying it, watching it here right now. Rhea Ripley now on the top rope, punches her face, looking for, thinking about a superplex to Charlotte Flair, and she gets it. Now Rhea Ripley just driving some kicks into the shoulder. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. Here's another super kick delivered by Rhea Ripley. Charlotte Flair now kick to the midsection, float over. DDT reverse this time by Rhea Ripley, not allowing Charlotte to get that in this time. Now Rhea, I'll be thinking about some more kendo sticks. Not seen him in action for a little bit now. Rhea grabs another kendo stick from underneath the ring. Now Rhea, right down the spine. Now to the legs herself here. Now returning to the lower spine with the kendo stick strikes. Rhea Ripley now into the corner, goes Charlotte Flair. And now Rhea drives Charlotte into the ring post, or a ring turnbuckle, sorry. Now just with the foot, sorry, in the face of Charlotte Flair. And now just stomping away, stomping a mud hole into the chest. And Charlotte Flair, but Charlotte out of the way. Rhea Ripley looking for a leg drop here, and clearly you can see there the damage on the legs being shown. A huge chop there. Caught again. Another huge chop. Another chop fighted back. Rhea Ripley, huge kick. Down goes Charlotte. Now again a kick to the midsection, a kick to the back of the head, and now a kick to the body. And Rhea possibly thinking about ending this one here. Just thinking about the title reign to be over here. Calling Charlotte Flair to her feet. Looks forward, she's looking for Riptide here. There she is. Riptide. Into the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And Rhea Ripley is your new Raw Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley does well on her second time round, utilising that new manoeuvre there. That vicious combination of kicks there, and then her Riptide. Look at that, just there, that boot there, and then the kick. A well-placed strike, then Riptide middle of the ring. And Rhea Ripley is the new Raw Women's Champion. Let's get into our WWE title match between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Well, here we are, main event of part 1 of Extreme Rules, which is AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship against this man, Samoa Joe. Now obviously, one of the big talking points here tonight is Ricochet should be in this match. But the attack backstage that he suffered, well, we don't know who yet. Many people believe it is this man, Samoa Joe, after he also wiped out AJ Styles at the end of Raw. But Joe has denied any involvement, and a security guard has claimed that Samoa Joe was not in the area 10 minutes before Mustafa Ali found him. And Joe is in the ring here. Let's get out the champion AJ Styles and get this match underway. And here comes the phenomenal AJ Styles, the man who has defended his championship twice, well, once now. He's won it at Money in the Bank in the ladder match between him and Drew McIntyre. Obviously, Drew McIntyre was injured during that match, and we'll see Drew McIntyre return on Raw after Extreme Rules. So that's to fight his way back up to fighting AJ Styles for that title. And obviously, he defeated Chris Jericho at Backlash PPV to defend that title. And tonight he looks to defend it up against Samoa Joe. So let's get this match underway and see if the phenomenal AJ Styles continue his good run of form and prove that he is still the Pitbull AJ Styles. Also, what I mean by that is AJ, for the match against Chris Jericho, had to bring back the AJ Styles from before, and obviously this match is for the WWE title. Let's get this match underway. AJ, Samoa Joe, obviously history between these two. A match a couple of years ago for the title, and AJ caught by Joe. But AJ knows Joe too well, sweeps the leg and gets an arm drag out of it. So that match was very personal. We're probably going to see a very personal match here tonight between these two, especially after the attack last week, well, not last week, but on Monday, on the last Raw before Extreme Rules. AJ won his match, and out came Samoa Joe after the match. AJ had no idea, and Joe wiped him out with a muscle buster. And now Joe looking for plant AJ face first. This match is not an Extreme Rules match, it's a normal one-on-one match. These two will settle their differences in a regular match here tonight. We don't want to overdo, obviously we don't want to have too many extreme matches. You want, especially with these two, you don't need weapons for a match between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. These can put on a great match either way, and AJ smartly going after the leg here of Samoa Joe, and now a drop kick to the leg. AJ might have caught his head on the mat there. Joe not allowing AJ to do it for a third time. Not so big boot, but pulls it short there. Might have tweaked his knee. Clearly the attack from AJ is working out so far, but AJ now, Samoa Joe going after the knees himself, driving them both into the mat. Now Joe looking for a knee drop across the face. Obviously when was it against Ricochet, we saw Joe utilise 10 knee drops in a row to the face of Ricochet, I believe it was. Obviously Ricochet ended up winning that match anyway with a roll up, well, not really a roll up, but he rolled out of the coquina into a pinfall and picked up the victory, which saw Ricochet get put into the opportunity to face these two here tonight for this title, but obviously he was wiped out. So AJ's been busted open there to those strikes by Samoa Joe. We do know Ricochet, sorry, will be given his opportunity at the title at some point. He has earned it. We don't know when Ricochet will be back in action. It wasn't really that bad of an injury, just suffered like an injury to his nose. It wasn't actually a broken nose. Further scans realised it wasn't broken, luckily for Ricochet. But Samoa Joe in control of this one, but AJ overwhelping strikes to the body there, and now drops a knee across the face of Samoa Joe. AJ is bleeding here tonight. Not something that AJ will want to do. Not the first time though AJ's bled in the match. AJ now utilizing all his strength to hoist Samoa Joe up and plant him across the top rope. Because if AJ defends it tonight, it will be possibly his best defense yet. You consider one against Chris Jericho as his best defense yet, just how good that match was between those two. Go check out the end of Backlash pay-per-view for that match. That was incredible. If you want to see what's happened so far, I recommend you go back and check every Raw, SmackDown and pay-per-view we've seen. So AJ's in control here. AJ now looking to utilise some more of his strength, but Joe shows off his strength there. Now Joe, elbow drop right to the chest. Now Samoa Joe, kick to the midsection with just a rocket kick there to the face of AJ Styles. So similar a move that one of AJ's former tag team partners has used. A rocket kick. And now AJ planted. Samoa Joe into the pin. A 2 count there for Samoa Joe. Well, AJ. A knee drop across the neck, or the back of the head, sorry, and now a knee smash across the face. Now another super kick to the face of AJ Styles. AJ now launched into the turnbuckle with Samoa Joe. AJ, what's the thing? AJ, phenomenal forearm out of the corner into the pinfall. Not sure how much he got of it. 1, 2. Not enough yet to put this match away, but that's the innovative offense of AJ Styles. To hit a phenomenal form in that situation is incredible. Springboard out of the corner. Most people just utilise a moonsault in that position, but AJ turned it around into a phenomenal forearm. There's a phenomenal blitz there by AJ. AJ now looking for a reverse DDT, and he gets it, and now looking to follow up with a knee drop maybe. Yes, he is right across the nose of Samoa Joe. Now AJ looking for a moonsault, and Samoa Joe with a senton, sorry. Now an elbow drop pulled up there, I think, making AJ think he was looking for another. But AJ, after being taken down there, hits the enziguri. AJ now. AJ. First DDT after the moonsault. That was impressive. AJ now. Looking for the car crush. He's going to have to let us in this match. Has he done enough damage though? Referee not really in the best position here, but he will be able to see if Joe taps. But Joe. AJ. Looking to get this one over here with the car crusher. Samoa Joe. A shot to the back. Now Joe looking for a boot to the face, but AJ able to get out of the way of it. And now both men just trading strikes there. And Joe just jab. Now another swoop in at the legs. And this time gets a stomp to the ankle. And now a kick to the back. Samoa Joe clearly showing off his just a brilliant movesets there. I was going to say is what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now. But Joe now enziguri to AJ. So like I mentioned, this one is not an extra moves match. But AJ hit with a senton there. Samoa Joe hit the Samoa Joe version of Phenomenal Blitz there, with the multiple strikes to the midsection and the strike to the face. Now AJ driven off the barricade and into the steel ring post. Joe now, what is Samoa Joe thinking? Samoa Joe on the announce table just drops AJ's back right across it, and AJ's back is not going to be in a good way, and neither is his head. Joe needs to get AJ back in the ring. He's got a count of 5 right now. 6 count. AJ back in the ring, so Samoa Joe there. Samoa Joe could be thinking about ending this one. We've already seen a title change. Is he going to become the new WWE champion right now? Is he looking for another muscle buster? This is a corner that he hit it in on Raw, but AJ not allowing it. AJ arm drag it out. Now AJ flying in with a forearm. AJ to the top rope now. AJ, what are you thinking? Spiral tap. Yes, he is, but Samoa Joe out of the way. Samoa Joe runs in with a huge lariat. And now Joe, is he thinking for the trifecta? Yes, he is. A German suplex into an underhook suplex. Now into a straight jacket German suplex. The triple connected with there by Samoa Joe. Now Joe into the corner. I might be thinking muscle buster again here. If he hits this, it's got to be over. You imagine. Samoa Joe now. AJ reverses though. AJ chop block. Smart there by AJ Styles. AJ now looking for a knee drop across the face and he gets it. AJ now with a chop and now thinking moonsault again. But AJ Samoa Joe dodged out of the way. Locks in coquina clutch. Is this going to be it? A referee. Is AJ out? If he is, then the match is over, but the referee has not rang the bell. Was it a rope break? Like, we're too far away from the ropes for a rope break. I'm as confused as possibly everyone else is. Even Samoa Joe, the referee, caused, maybe it was locked in illegally by Samoa Joe, I'm not too sure. But Samoa Joe now. Again, AJ not letting him get the muscle buster in. But Joe now, what is Joe thinking? Joe takes AJ down and now just driving the foot of AJ into the bottom rope. Those ropes are tight. That is not a comfortable move to receive. Joe into the corner. Now Joe hoists up AJ. And now is he going to get it? The muscle buster. That's got to be a new WWE champion. Samoa Joe to AJ. Somehow gets the shoulder up at 2 3/4. Crouch and you're not worthy here. Samoa Joe just saying, yes I am. Is Samoa Joe going to be able to finally get to the top of the WWE ladder? Gotta say, it's been a long time coming. Samoa Joe looking for these jabs here. He's tired. He's maybe not be able to get a combination he wants in. But now he's going back to the shots and punches to the face. AJ's in a bad way here, you gotta say. AJ again. It with those strikes. AJ thrown into the corner again. And Joe with a back elbow. Enziguri. Classic Samoa Joe there. AJ dragon screw. Reversal. And now runs over an double axe handle, sorry. And again, AJ not letting up here. AJ knows if he wants to win it, it's got to be quick. AJ. Busted open Joe. Phenomenal. Blitz, what a connection of strikes that was. Beautiful combination. Busting Joe open as well. Now AJ with just about as much strength as he got left. Hits a knee to the back of the neck, and now AJ think about ending this one. A phenomenal forearm. AJ's got it locked and loaded. AJ up. AJ phenomenal forearm. Is that it? Is that it for Samoa Joe in this one? 1, 2. No, it is not. Joe somehow able to get a shot up. What a night this has been so far. Part 1 of Extreme has been incredible. It's not AJ looking for the phenomenal blitz yet again. Takes down Joe. The blood pouring from the face of Samoa Joe here, and the blood from AJ Styles as well. Samoa Joe put to the top rope, and AJ now thinking of a huge arm drag, and now AJ says it's over. If he gets this, then it's got to be surely. AJ, phenomenal forearm, no. Joe, out of the way. AJ, Coquina, no. AJ, forearm. Both men fighting with everything they got left here. AJ now, combination strikes. Pele kick, dodging the clothesline as well. And now Joe holding his head there. AJ Enziguri missed, but Samoa Joe got out of the way of it. Now Joe looking for the sweep of the legs, but AJ clothesline. This match has been incredible. As I mentioned, you don't need weapons for a match between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. These two will put on a match of the other candidate. Out weapons. AJ now. Again, looking to just drop the neck of Joe across his knee. Now, for the third time, looking for the phenomenal form. He's only been successful once. AJ, phenomenal forearm. 1, 2. Joe somehow, some way, gets the shoulder up. Might have just been instinct alone. You've got to say at this point in the match, that's what he's still fighting off. Instinct alone. AJ looking to end it. Styles. Clash, that's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. And AJ retains. What a match that was. Samoa Joe almost had it won with a muscle buster. Couldn't get the coquina clutch yet again. He did get locked in at one point, but he let go of it for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Maybe Samoa Joe wasn't happy with the replacement. Maybe he realised it was going to be a rope breaker or something. But in the end, that might have cost him. Maybe he should have locked it in. Because when he went for it for a second time, AJ got the reversal and that led to his downfall. And AJ retains it tonight at part 1 of Extreme Rules. We'll see on part 2. And what a part 2 that's going to be.